only stupefaction remains. Endlessly. Yeah.
Criminal.
Not.
bitch, I'm a bird. Go.
There we go. Welcome in, everyone. Oop. Is it? Am I still muted? No, it still looks like it's good. Hey, welcome in, everyone. My name is Jay. Welcome back to Guild Cage. I hope you're all doing excellent today. Before we start, thank you so much for the raid, Eve. I hope that you had a great time with... For some reason, my message is not saying what you were playing, so... Cooked? Why? Why are we cooked?
Go. Aye, more passion.
What's...
More passion. More passion.
What?
More energy. More energy. More footwork. More footwork.
Is the... Oh, wait. No. What's wrong? Things are working, no? Oh, okay. Yeah, I will stretch. Thanks. Oh. The stream... Really? Did we drop frames? Are we still here? Oh, you all know how to make me extremely paranoid. Okay, no, it looks like it's working now. So yeah, Eve, thank you so much for the raid. I hope Blue Sky is telling me that you were playing Mech Buddha Rebooted. Wow, okay. I've not heard of that game, but I hope you had a great time with it. Sounds like a very cool retro game. So if you're still here, please do tell me about it. Yeah, sorry, that was a bit of a scuffy moment, but I think we are back. But yeah, welcome in everyone else. I hope you're doing good. Before I continue, let's have a quick look here. Welcome in Biscuits. Please do not threaten me again for losing your streak. That is not my problem that you missed out because I went live at impossible hour once again just to test things. Welcome in Multi, enjoy your lunch. I hope you're doing good. Welcome in No. Welcome in Brian. Get some good rest, please. Welcome in Seal. Welcome in Vesper, and of course welcome in Eve. I hope hope everything is going well. And then welcome in No, of course. I cannot forget No. The cornerstone of the channel, the eternal present mod. who keeps things running smoothly and hits the J, your stuff is broken button when it's needed, which is more than I really wish it would be. But I hope you had a good weekend. I hope your Monday was good. Mine was pretty alright. It was a remote day for me, so nothing too bad. I was taken on casually. There was a lot of talking because with VEU, which is a VTuber group I'm part of with a bunch of European VTubers, they want to set up a Minecraft server, and they have a spare server. I have a spare server, the one that's hosting my personal website, and so I offered, maybe you can run a Minecraft server of that. So we've been looking at that, and after the stream, actually, I will get into a voice call with some of them to try and figure it out. So that's going to be pretty cool, and maybe I'll show that in the future, right? Maybe you can stream that a little bit, and you can all see how good and or terrible I am, respectively, at playing the regular game, and how okay I am at using the tech mods, which you can tell because I play Factorial, which was inspired by them. Yeah. Whoa, BLT. Hey, welcome in, BLT. How's it going? And also welcome in, Saf. How are you both doing? Also welcome in, Raiders. How are you all doing? My name is Jay. Welcome to the Gilded Cage. I hope you had a good time with BLT. I was there a bit earlier. You were still working on your comic, right? So I hope that's going well. I hope you're having a good time with that. Yeah, I'm good. I just started. I got a little bit scared because there was some scuffy things going on, but everything seems to have to be sorted by now. And we were just talking about how I'm looking with a VTuber group I'm in to set up a Minecraft server. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm glad the comic's progressing well. I hope you had a good time. And I know that for you it probably was a very long stream, so please go get some rest. Same for you, Raiders. If you need to step away, if you need to get yourself something to eat or drink, or if you have to run some errands, if you have to take a step away from whatever device you 10 hours. That is, I don't think I've ever managed 10 hours. That's insane for me. That's longer than a work day for me. You're going to snuggle your husband? Please go and do that. That sounds like an excellent idea. And for the rest of you, yeah, if please go take care of yourself too. And if you have a bit of time after that, then I would love to have you. Today we're going to be playing. I almost forgot. We're going to be playing Moses and Plato, Last Train to Clawville, which is a visual novel in the, I think the developers call it the World of Wilderness setting. We've played 3 games in that setting before, which are both the Chicken Police games and Zip's Cafe, which is a small interlude game in the same universe, which is also where we meet Moses, the protagonist, one of the protagonists of this game for the first time, and we make coffee in that one. But today we're going to be sleuthing again. We're going to be doing a lot of detective work with our detective duo as we are on a train back to Clawville. And there might be a murder afoot. We had some premonition right at the start of the game, and then we got thrown back into the past, and we're gonna have to figure that out. So let's go have a look at the game. Okay, there we go. That should be good. It's a little bit loud, actually. I do apologize for that. I keep tuning the volume, and then things seem to go not so smoothly anymore. There we go. Okay, we're good. What do you mean there might be literally everyone everyone is spreading the rumor that a certain passenger who is the ambassador of Stavonia is going to be murdered, and because of our not flashback but little journey into the future, we know this happens. So we need to figure out who's been spreading this rumor, because it might be the cause. Let's do just that, and we will continue. So the last thing where we left off was actually okay. So the last thing we did was talk to Artemis here, who is convinced that his dead sibling or his dead sister is with him as a ghost. He's in the front of the train in one of the very fancy carriages, and we find out that he is... Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with my volume today. It does seem to stay a bit on the loud side. I think this is gonna do it. Yeah. So we found out that this guy's nobility, as you can also see from the well, very fancy outfit, for sure. And we just had a nice chat with him. Okay, let me just have a look again. So there is part of this. Jay spotted. Hey, welcome in assembly. How's it going? Let me give you a quick shout out. Boom. There we go. Alright, so what do we have to say about this outfit? Right. So he's completely ignoring his presence. He's actually watching us out of the corner of his eye constantly. Yeah, nobody seems to be at ease on this train at all. Everyone is nervous. Everyone is unsettled. And, yeah, it doesn't seem to be a very pleasant journey for everyone involved. So I'll have a quick look over here if we have anything. Yeah, so this is a whole index with... the people we have, a bunch of info, some facts and some clues. Feline Fever, what's this game? Oh yeah, this we do know because we played one of the other games. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of context that's going to be very hard to fill in if you didn't play the first part in this series. So for those of you that just join in, step in for the ride. We'll see how we can make this work, right? Okay, so I spoke to Artemis the last time. That's where we stopped last time. So I'm going to be popping back off into the main corridor of the train, which leaves us with one action unless... welcome in, Toes. How's it going? I hope you're doing well. A lot of people here today. I'm glad for that. Happy that you're all here. Okay, so what we did last time, if we look at a little bit of the map of the train. So the first thing we did was we spoke to Basil, who is a vagabond along for the journey. He's definitely a globetrotter. He seems to be writing some books on traveling, and he also seems to know a lot more than he lets on. We also had a look at our own room, which is very cramped because unfortunately we are all the way at the back of the train. There's also a storage wagon, which we can't go in. There's the second class wagon we haven't really gone in. There is a... you're glad it's summer, you're on your way to do some shopping, how are you? Yeah, I'm good. I'm also very happy the weather's been amazing over the last week here. A lot of sun. It's very warm. I like it a lot, right? It's a lot better than the gloomy winter we had just before. And I'm going to enjoy it as much as I can because Luxembourgish seasons are very fickle, right? You have spring and then you have fake, you have fake spring, and then you have winter, and then you have actual spring, and then you go into second winter, and then you have summer, maybe. I hope. Then we also went to speak to Fanny, the elephant, in the Torogo delegation suite, which is one of the nicer suites. This one, I'm not really sure what's up with this one. There's a first-class dining carriage, which I believe was empty. And then we are currently here, and we went into the Baron's suite, and we have the royal wagon all the way at the front, which has the Strawonian ambassador, and we cannot go in there. So the only thing that we have left to do is we spoke to Basil, we spoke to Cassandra, the rabbit, and now the only thing we can do is speak to Fanny. So I think we will do just that, and not just speak. We can interrogate her even and ask her some pointed questions. So I think
a casual conversation can very easily turn into a bloody serious one. I have to listen to the answers and spot if the person I'm questioning is lying or twisting the truth. It won't be easy, especially with such a pleasant subject as Miss Fanny.
Oh yeah, Moses is crushing hard. That's not going to make the investigation any easier. Ooh, I was just hoping that we could maybe... I was hoping I could boost the volume a little bit, because it seems the music in this game is a little loud compared to everything else. But it's okay. There's not much I can do about it right now. I have to finish this part. Okay, so we have spoken to Fanny outside the train. She's the assistant to Ambassador Mujara, which is one... There are two ambassadors on this train going to the same peace summit in Clawville. Mujara is an ambassador of some place I don't remember the name of, but it is one of Clawville's colony or former colonies. So And it seems they weren't in a very good mood, to be honest. Mostly, they mentioned something about they were not looking forward to this whole peace summit, and in general, the atmosphere seems really tense. But yeah, let me see what we can do. We can observe her. I mean, we haven't even asked her anything yet, but we might as well try. So what does this do? All right, let's see. Facial features are subtle, pleasant, relaxed, and serene. Her posture shows perfect control. Her every movement is completely planned and controlled. Her heart. So for some reason, I don't know how, but Moses can detect heartbeats from about 2 meters away, which is. I don't know if there are many animals that are capable of doing that. I think Moses is supposed to be a type of fox. I'm not really sure if they have the ability to detect heartbeats from this far away. But then again, I think our protagonist is born with super senses because they can also smell things from 3 meters away, which either means that everyone that we meet in this game either reeks really badly and could use some deodorant, or Moses has the most sensitive nose known to. I guess known to man is not really appropriate when everyone in this game is a animal of some sort. Moses was meant to be a cardiologist. That is true. You meet people, you say you have a heart arrhythmia. You should come and see me. That would be pretty funny. You can hear the friction of her clothes. What kind of hearing do you have that you're on a train, like an old-fashioned train, which I assume is very loud, and you can hear clothes, clothes move, the friction of clothing is the most subtle sound ever, and you still manage to hear it over the loud noise outside of the train. Either that or this train is the most well-isolated train known in existence, which I severely doubt. But yeah, so it is extremely soft, expensive, and well cared for. Okay, so she's wearing silk or something, and she has perfect control over her posture. Okay, so it's someone who is very well composed, which is not a bad trait if you're around ambassadors, I suppose. So let's see what we can ask. We can ask about how's the journey so far. We can ask about the ambassador was in a peppery mood. Could have been the cold, or tell me, why are you really here? I don't think this is gonna work. So we could easily ease into it, or we could try and ask why Ambassador Majara was upset. I think we can. Let's probably do this, right? She knows that. Especially because it's the two of us that showed up, right? Plato is also here. I'm pretty sure that she knows that we're not here just to we're not here to talk about the weather. I'm pretty sure that she knows that we're here to interrogate, so let's do that.
The ambassador was in a particularly peppery mood this morning. Could it have been the cold?
The weather is indeed hard on him. We're from the sweltering Torogo, but...
Yeah, there you go. So their ambassador from Torogo.
But...
No ifs, no buts.
The Sapar is quite upset about Ambassador Ignat.
You mean why he hasn't been escorted in the same way?
So we are supposed to escort Ambassador Ignat, which is a different ambassador. But unfortunately, we've been put on the complete opposite end of the train, which is not exactly clear as to why this has been done.
Not only that, but the mere sight of the Stavonian delegation is deeply shocking and upsetting to him.
Yeah, they all hate each other as well. And it also has to do with that relations with Stavonia are pretty bad, right? They used to be at war, or at least it was alluded to that not only was there a war, but Ambassador Ignat was he was fighting in said war, and I think his nickname was the Butcher. I think that says enough.
Interesting. Are there deeper, more personal reasons for the depth of his feelings?
Personal? Oh, No, not at all. It's just that Drogo and Stavonia have been in conflict for centuries. This is purely political.
Yeah, if I was at war with another nation for that long, I would probably also not really like their ambassadors. Okay. Do we have any new observations? No. Okay, we have nothing else. So we can ask about Journey. Is there something wrong with his health? So the reason we can ask this is that when we were before we were going to step on the train, she made a comment about he was getting wound up, and she said this is not good for your heart, or she said something about you already have problems with your heart. And of course, Moses's cardiologist super hearing meant that he picked that up. Somehow he could notice that Mujara had heart problems. I mean, we could probably try and ask that.
Tell me, is there something wrong with the ambassador's health?
Because I feel the first option with how's the journey so far, that's small talk. I don't think that's going to go very well.
Why would you think that?
That's a pretty guilty face, but it's because you made a comment.
I'm just fumbling around, so...
Why? Come on, Moses, you had a good premise. You could have said something better than I'm messing around.
No, not at all. The ambassador is in perfect health.
Well, yeah, this is what happens. And now she's not gonna trust us very much. Is she telling the truth? Wait, what is history? Oh, okay, I see. So, is she telling the truth? No, because she did say something about that earlier. So I'm gonna try press for a lie, and if it doesn't work out, then a quick load, I guess. Let's see. Okay, prove my claim. What does history do? Okay, history lets me see the previous conversation. Yeah, let's mention the heart problem, right?
We heard you tell the ambassador to watch his heart. At another time, you said he is often tired nowadays.
Ooh, okay, Moses. You have redeemed yourself. You do pay attention to what that's being said. Just shout objection. Wrong series, I think. I don't think we can do that.
You've got me, yes. The ambassador has a serious heart condition, but he does not like to appear weak in front of anyone, especially in front of his enemies.
That makes a lot of sense.
That's understandable. Thank you. We won't pass it on to anyone, we promise.
Thank you.
Okay, well that got us some. Okay, that doesn't tell us anything new. That got us a little bit of bonus points, at least, with the interrogation. So that's a good thing. I'm not really sure how it works. In the Chicken Police games, the interrogation was more. There was a very similar bar to this, depending on how well you were doing the interrogation. But I'm not really sure how it works in this one. But it seems to be similar. I do want to correct something that I said last time. So last time I said that it was Togi that is developing this game, and the Wild Gentleman is the publishers. I'm actually wrong. It's the other way around. So the Wild Gentleman is still developing these games, just like they were developing the Chicken Police games. And it's Togi, who you might know because they made Coffee Talk. They are the publishers now, so they are doing, from what I understood, they were doing all the marketing for this game and all the material around it, but not the actual development. Yeah, let's talk about Tugoro.
Can you tell us about your country?
You want to hear about Drogo?
Yes.
Exactly, my dear.
Well, you see, Drogo is very different from Stavonia or Clawville. We're just on the threshold of civilization. The country is still full of jungles, primitive tribes, exotic plants, and wilderness.
You talk about it very passionately.
I love my home very much, Mr. Wildflower. Notwithstanding, or perhaps because of, all the horrors it has endured in the last century.
You mean the Stavonian invasion?
Oof.
Not just that, but you know, and I mean no offense, but Clawville is also just another colonial power. And I don't mean to sound ungrateful, I'm very thankful to our common king, but...
But he, yeah. I can imagine.
Please, continue.
I don't want to bore you with my nonsense.
You're not boring me, my dear. Please.
You're not boring me, and we're also trying... It would also be pretty funny if she says something that would politically be very sensitive, like, you know, saying you don't like the king, I'm not really sure how Moses feels about, what's his face? I think he's called King Hector III, who is the king of Clawville, because it's still a monarchy, apparently. I'm not really, I know that it doesn't not boring me, then notes it mentally, exactly. Or he might be hiding, a notebook in the pocket somewhere.
Clawville has done our country a great service, given us many useful modern things. It's just that it's taken something too. Something that was very important to us. Our souls. Our freedom.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, right? That does sound like how colonization usually plays out. And believe me, as a European, I know I know some of the history. I am a little ashamed to admit I don't know all of it. I should and should definitely be more educated on the subject. But from what I do know, it's not a lot of good stuff. Right. So let's ask about the journey then.
So, how is your journey so far?
Well, the train is very comfortable, and the ambassador is pleased.
Yes, but I'm asking you, not the ambassador.
Oh, well, yes. I've never been on a train with such class, you know? I'm very thrilled about it.
What else? I can see that you're a little embarrassed, if I don't offend you by saying so.
You're so observant. Yes, well, besides being excited, I'm also a little uncomfortable, as I don't really know how to behave in a situation like this, with such important people.
I'm sorry, but... Oh, wait. Is she telling the... Hey, welcome in, Ems. How is it going? How are you? How's everything? I will... Let's playing Star Rail. Nice. I haven't touched that in a long time, but I hope you're having a lot of fun with it. Yeah, I'm good. I had a good Monday, had a good weekend. I hope yours likewise was good. And now we are trying to catch our elephant friend here in the act of lying. In this detective visual novel. Everything's going really well. Very glad to be here again after a weekend out of the country. So I was traveling this weekend. I'm back. I'm glad to be home, and I'm glad to be on here on the Purple TV again. Oh, actually, speaking of self-indulgent things, actually, because you reminded me of it. So the new model stuff, it got sorted yesterday. I don't know if I mentioned that already, but I got everything working yesterday. I tested a couple things more. I spoke to my to the rigging studio, and there was one thing I asked, and they said unfortunately it cannot be done. Right, there was some jerkiness, a transition that didn't work pretty well. Didn't work as well as I wanted to, and they said unfortunately we cannot really do anything about it. But we're gonna get it ready for in about. We're aiming for my birthday. It's gonna be a month and a half. Yeah, it's very exciting stuff. I'm very happy for it. I still have a lot. I have still some time to prepare because I want to bring it out for my personal birthday. But it feels like I have time, and at the same time, it feels very soon, and it feels like I have to start putting things into gear because I have not as much time as I think I do. Looking forward to. Thank you so much. What about yourself? How is everything going on your side? Hope life is treating you well. Do you have any cool projects going on at the moment? And while you think about that, I'm probably going to tell her that she says she doesn't know how to act, and I'm going to tell her that no, because of the hostility, that she probably...
We are addressing the elephant in the room.
Thank you, Jason. That was horrible. So I'm going to say because of the hostility that she should know how to act around people that don't really like her.
But I think, wait, no, I don't think that's good.
Okay, never
Not
mind.
a problem, Detective.
I can prove that. I mean, no. You know what? Forget about it.
Okay, he's just going to stumble everywhere.
I get it, Detective. Not to worry.
Whoa, okay, that really lost me a lot of points. So, you're getting back in the rhythm of things, happy to be streaming again. Yeah, I'm very happy to see you back again. I hope you're having a great time. And didn't you also make some changes recently that looked really good? You have to forgive me if I don't remember. I know too many people. That's my excuse, right? Okay, so let's ask her, what do you think of Stavonia? New model, yeah, let's go. That's good stuff. I've seen it. It's really nice.
What do you think of Stavonia?
We are taught from an early age that this place is pure evil. You know, because of the shared history between our nations. But to be honest, the people here have been kind to me, and the country is beautiful. Although, I'll admit it's a bit cold for my taste.
It does seem, looking outside, it's all snowstorm. Ice cold. It's a job to keep everyone's achievements and milestones straight in my head too. There's, in this field, everyone has a whole bunch of things going on at the same time, all the time. So yes, sometimes it feels like I should get a calendar just for that and note down all the things that everyone is taking care of. But after 3 years, I still have not put down a calendar. So maybe it's time to make it a habit at this point. And I have calendars for a whole bunch of other things, for my work and for my personal life, but not for this. So not yet, at least. Right.
I'm glad you're so honest and open, Miss Fani. It helps our work a lot.
Your work? You mean, this is some kind of interrogation? Did something happen?
I wish you luck keeping it all straight. Keeping things straight is already very hard to begin with for me, so... but I appreciate the encouragement. Sorry. Oh, sorry, I need to take a drink there. Oh, sorry. I'm really sorry about that. Okay, I think we're good again. So that's is this an interrogation? No, we're bored. We're running around this train and being bored, I suppose.
No, but you know, we're always inquiring. It's kind of a professional habit. And well, better safe than sorry, right?
Also, if your job is to protect the other ambassador, it's not a bad thing to keep asking around, right?
Yes, exactly. You're right.
Damn, I am right. Let's ask her, what do you think about... oh, God, my voice. Those these stupid allergies. When I woke up this morning, it was awful. I looked in the mirror, and it looked like, I know I'd done what. That was me last week. Yeah, it's not been great. This weekend was really bad. Today was really bad. If it continues like this, I will make an appointment with my GP, and I'm gonna ask him to prescribe me some antihistamines because I can't go on like this. I do tend to be a little hesitant to take them, mostly because I'm used to the older kind when I was younger, when I was a kid, and the ones that they had at that point in time. So they did work very well, but they also had really strong side effects, especially on me, in that they made me very tired. So you could only take them in the evening just before going to bed because they would, yeah, you'd become very tired. It could be worse. I was at family once, and then they gave me one of theirs, which was not the one that I usually used. I think this was a prescription one, it was even stronger. And then my family told me I took this, and I lied down on the couch and I passed out for 4 hours, and I missed the entire family party. Whoops. You take them religiously because if you don't, then I'm a mess. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry it's that bad. For me, it's usually okay as long as if I stay away from animals. So yeah, for those of you in chat wondering, I can't have pets, at least not ones with fur, because of that reason. And they have a lot of different ones, so I guess it really depends on which one. Yeah, I'm not gonna start naming brand names in chat, brand names on stream. Yeah, let's not do that. For stupid nature too. Nature as well. The plants are also trying. The plants are also trying to make it so I can't breathe anymore. But animals is a little worse, unfortunately. Oh, alright. You could try a different one. You mean different medication? Well, that's a reason to see. That's a reason to see my GP if I need to. I've heard the modern ones do have less side effects. If you mean try a different animal, believe me, no, I have petted a lot of animals in my life, and all of them have the same effect, which is to make me feel terrible. So, I can have fish, or a gecko maybe. I'm not sure about birds, but I don't want to have a bird as a pet for a lot of other reasons. And I don't have a garden anyway, so it's not like I can get a chicken or something. Well, chickens. I don't think you get a singular chicken. I'm not really sure. I think they're pretty social animals. It's not really nice to get a singular one. Right. So, alright, Fanny, what do you think about these negotiations?
What do you think about the peace negotiations?
You're asking me?
Yes, there's nobody else here, right? I don't really care for Plato's opinion.
Yes, you. Not the Separ, but you. I want your opinion.
Oh. Well, you know, I hadn't really thought about it that much. I'm so preoccupied with the ambassador's thoughts and concerns.
You can't imagine Plato staring during this whole conversation. Imagining his regular face, which is looking like he's about to burst a vein. Yeah, I don't think he's staring like that. I never really thought about it as well. I never really thought about that because in Chicken Police, it's usually you were also going around as a duo, but you didn't see who was interrogating, right? It was a front view of the character that you were looking at. So I don't know, actually. I think Plato maybe was standing off to the side or something, or looking around the room. I don't know what he's doing.
You almost forgot you have your own, don't you?
Yeah, having a personal opinion might not be too bad.
Yes, exactly. I mean, it sounds very silly, but sort of.
Don't worry. I understand. So,
I think it's the greatest thing that's happened in the wilderness in decades. Two great powers that have been enemies for centuries finally joining hands and uniting in a common cause.
It sounds a Plato gets angry at random furniture. I hate how I can imagine this. And it does seem like he would do that.
and the Stavonian ambassador?
So for those of you who are very confused as to who Plato is, it's our other buddy cop who we have actually not seen yet.
The mere presence of Ambassador Ignat is a symbol. If the negotiations go well in Clawville and peace is finally signed, it will be a genuinely grand event for all of us. Oh my, isn't that wonderful?
There's a lot of wishful thinking, but if it does happen, that would be nice. Wait. I think it's the greatest thing that happened. Does she believe this? I think she might. I'm trying to think because of course she gets taught that this place is horrible. I think she's telling the truth. I see. I believe you, miss. Thank you, detective. Okay, that was a lie. Amazing. I'm so bad at this. Okay, so what have I done? I guessed wrong 2 for 2 on this, right? Alright, well.
Tell me, why are you really here? I mean, why are you really here?
I'm sorry. I don't know what you were suggesting.
You're gonna put a knife in the ambassador's back. I knew it!
So you were on holiday? Right here, one of the coldest places of the whole wild world.
Did she say that?
I've already told you, Detective. It's just a coincidence. The ambassador was here on holiday, yes. You know he loves the opera, and Stavonia is famous for its opera houses.
Okay, that is a horrible lie. That is a lie and a half. Ignat's daughter hates the things. I don't really have much to go on, do I? I don't think so. I think it's... He really does not like this place. So why would he go on holiday there?
Despite the centuries-old conflicts between your countries, you would have me believe that you are here because of the opera? At the very same time the Stavonian ambassador is due to visit Clawville for the peace talks.
It does seem like way too much of a coincidence.
We just want to know the truth, Miss Fanny. We mean you no harm.
You're right. There's no point in hiding it. We are here for a deeper purpose. But unfortunately, I cannot disclose the reason right now.
Is it a purpose with a very sharp point?
Is this the secret you mentioned earlier?
Indeed. It's about our religion. I hope you understand if I don't want to talk about it myself. Perhaps Ambassador Mujara will be more willing.
Interesting.
We understand. Thank you for your honesty.
I thank you, Detective.
Thank you for your honesty as you tried to peddle us one of the worst lies ever. Okay, that got us a bit back up in the good books. So what do you think of the other
What do you
paladins?
think of your fellow passengers?
Quite a colorful bunch. But the ones I've met so far have been quite nice.
Even the Stavonian delegation?
So far, yes.
Even Kunya?
So Kunya is the we haven't seen her as well in this stream. She's the ambassador's daughter, and very cold.
You mean the ambassador's daughter? Well, she was a little more cold than she should have been.
That's an understatement of the century. The girl's a heart of ice.
I can believe that. The mere presence of her chills the room by 2 degrees, doesn't it?
That's exactly what I mean.
As you say, dear detective. Exactly.
Alright then. So, what do you think of Ignat?
What do you think of Ambassador Ignat?
He is a rather frightening figure. He has a terrible reputation in my country. Just think of the Canball massacre, where thousands perished by the hands of the Stavonians before the Clawville forces liberated the region.
Okay, if he's responsible for a massacre, that's not gonna make him very popular, is it?
I believe that war crime was never proven against the ambassador.
That's true. But for the people of Torogo, there is no question that he was guilty.
And you think so as well?
You know, Mr. Wildflower, I try to see the best in everyone, even when it's very difficult. And in this case, I assume the best in the absence of evidence. It's just the way I am. I can't help it.
I think that does it.
Oh my. It wasn't a very useful conversation, was it?
Let's just say I didn't learn everything I wanted to, but that's not your fault.
It is the fault of the player who is bad at the game.
I hope we can talk some other time.
I sincerely hope so too.
Alright. 3 stars. Unfortunately, not everything turned out as we would have liked. Maybe next time. So I think what I'll do is I'll go and take a quick break, and then we can probably take another shot at it, right? Because I got some very easy misses there, so we can probably go for the conversations really fast and have a look. So I'm gonna be back in just a moment. Hang on tight. Please get yourself a snack and a drink, and I'll be back in. The timing on the raid. Welcome in, Matilda. How's it going? How was your stream? How was Lost Planet Extreme Condition? Did you shoot up? Did you manage to shoot a lot more dinosaurs? Oh yeah, there you go. Get the double shout out even. Yeah, welcome in everyone. I do apologize because I was planning to take a break just now. My name is Jay. Welcome to the Gilded Cage. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you had a good time with Matilda and the dinosaur extinction that was going on. They shot and stun-locked me to oblivion. Oh no. Yeah, I do remember you saying our protagonist has the longest stumble animation known in history. But yeah, I'm gonna be going on break just after this, so Raiders, make sure to already get yourself something to eat and drink, make yourself cozy. I'll be back in just a moment, and for Matilda, I know it's gonna be very late for you, so please get some rest, all right? I hope you manage to lie down in a bit, and you gotta feed the cats. All right, well, do that and then go sleep. All right, then. I'll see you in just a moment. Hang on tight, and I'll be back in a minute or for free. Welcome back, everyone. How's it going? Did you get yourself something nice to eat and drink? I got some cashews and some tap water. I know, very exotic. But I ran out of everything else, more or less. Not really, but I have a bunch of tonic if I really wanted to, but I'm not gonna do that just yet. And unfortunately, other than that, all I have is sparkling wine in my fridge. It's really a bachelor fridge kind of situation, right? I have, well, I think if I remember well, I have like some lemons, I have 1 kilogram of parmesan, and I have sparkling wine, and that's about the extent of my fridge right now. Maybe I should do something about that. Okay, but speaking about fridges, it's just as cold as cheap parmesan. I don't know what to do with it. It's an entire kilogram of the stuff. But yeah. So speaking of cold things, Stavonia is very cold, and our interrogation was also pretty frigid. So I think I'm gonna retry the interrogation again, and we're gonna try to do better. All right. But I will be skipping through a lot of the conversation this time.
Well,
How's your journey?
Yes.
Blah blah blah.
What else?
you're so observant.
Okay, she was saying, I'm a little uncomfortable as I don't know how to behave in a situation like this with important people. Oh, I already don't remember. No, this is a lie. No, was this a lie? Because of the hostility?
But I think. No. Wait.
Ah, balls. Can I quick load this?
Tell me.
I'm sorry.
So.
I've al-
I'm just going to go with.
What do you think? What do you think?
We are talking.
I'm just mostly
Yes.
skipping through because I already bowled it,
What do you
right?
think?
Don't mind me. I'm just
I don't.
pulling.
The ambassador.
The weather is indeed hard on.
I'm really sorry. I'm
Tell
just
me.
trying to go
Why?
through this because I already ruined everything
But I
anyway,
think
right?
Not a pro-
What do you think of a?
He is.
I'm just trying to speedrun what
Can
happens
you
if.
tell I think.
Okay, that was like. That was not good.
A
Let's try
casual
that again. Okay. It is kind of annoying that I can't seem to restart the interrogation if I already messed it up super early.
So.
Well.
Yes, but I'm asking.
Oh.
You don't really know how to behave like this. She's telling the truth
I
then, right?
believe you.
Oh.
I'll
Really?
just be yourself.
I think so myself.
There we go. We did it. There we go. That's much better. So let's try and not mess up the next time.
What do you
so
think?
What do you
We
think
are
of
talking-
Stavonia?
glad-
Your work.
No.
Yes.
What do you think about
the
your-
negotiations? So this is a lie, right? Because of the hostility. Wait. Is worried that the embassy is going to kill him? I think this, right?
That was a lovely speech, but it sounds like you just memorized it. You know very well that Ignat is afraid. More like scared to death. Not that he's eager to sign those papers. I'd like to hear your real opinion, not what you think we want to hear.
There we go. We got him. We got her.
Well, if you want my honest opinion, it all seems too good to be true.
That's more like it.
What do you mean?
It feels more like some kind of trap.
A trap?
At least, that's what Ambassador Ignat must think. That the whole peace negotiation is just a pretext to get rid of him, and perhaps start another war between the two superpowers.
Okay, so she's also on the train of Ignat is going to die.
And is that what you believe?
I don't know. The promise of peace alone is worth a try, isn't it? And besides, I don't think the Crown of Clawville would pull off such a dirty trick.
Thank you, Miss Fanny. Very thought-provoking.
I don't think would the Crown do that? From what I know from them from the previous games, probably not. I don't think they would.
Oh, really? That is so nice to hear from you.
Oh yeah, we are amazing. So let's ask
The
Ambassador Peppery Mood.
Tell me.
Something wrong with his health. That is a lie because he said that
We
he
heard
had
you
heart
tell the
problems. So we nailed that one too. But we didn't have this option before. You're wounded. What? Tell us
you
about your
tell us if-
country. Okay, blah blah blah.
Tell me.
Why are you really here? What did she say? No, this is a lie because
Despite the centuries-old conflict...
so she says he's here on holiday, and then we tell her, you know, the hostility between the two countries, between Togoro and Stavonia, is insane. So there is no reason that you would come here, especially on holiday, on the same day as well, and then travel back the same day as the ambassador, right?
What do you think of your...
Think of your passengers.
What do you
of
think of-
Ignat?
Don't take this
says-
the wrong way, but you're wounded.
What do you mean?
You've been seriously wounded in the past. Emotionally. Am I right?
Okay, so it turns out that not only Moses, he's not only a cardiologist, not only can he smell people from, can he smell things from 5 meters away, but also he's a psychologist.
I don't know how you know that, but yes, it's true. My childhood wasn't easy.
Just casually exposing childhood trauma.
Not to be indiscreet, but may I ask why not?
You know, we were poor, but so was everyone else, so it's not that. But my parents, well, they...
Don't ever strike a conversation with this guy is what I'm hearing. Exactly. Don't expose yourself. Don't even stay out of Moses' presence, or you will expose a bunch of childhood trauma and the fact you don't know which perfume to use and that you have expensive clothes.
Take it easy, Miss Fanny. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
But you're the one probing, Moses. You don't have to tell me, but I am asking very poignant questions.
But I do. I've always wanted to. But it's so hard.
I also find it strange. Is this the kind of thing that you trust people with that easily? I don't know about you, but I don't think they've met before this.
Your parents died violently, didn't they?
That's a very good guess.
How did you...
Sadly, I have heard too many stories like that, Miss Fanny.
Damn.
I'm so sorry to trouble you with my silly little problems.
I know, having your parents die in the war does not sound like a silly problem to me. That's a horrible thing to happen. And that would... Yeah, that does complicate things because that means she has a very, very good reason to hate Stavonia.
Not at all. But I think we'd better move on to another question. Darling, this conversation was very useful. Thank you.
I hope I've been useful, Detective.
Please, call me Moses. It would mean a lot.
I don't know if you...
All right, I'll try. Moses.
There you go.
Very smooth. Perfectly executed. Also very, very good, Moses. Like you're You're crushing on this person, and then you get them to tell you that their parents died. That was very smooth of you. 10 out of 10 dating advice. I think you can learn from this, chat. It's very, very good technique. You got an achievement for that. Let's go. All right, Moses saying thank you for your generous answers. Fanny says not a problem. I'm glad I could help though. You can say it, dear. It's rather daunting to be involved in such an interrogation. I wouldn't say it was an interrogation, more of a analytical inquiry. You said the same thing, but in odd words, didn't you? Yeah, Moses has a habit of saying things, but using fancy words, yes. She's already seeing right through you, Moses, says Plato. See? It's that easy. I get it. Alright. Is there anything else that we missed? Oh, do we have to sniff her too? Oh, fuck, for fuck's sake. Okay, sure.
Interesting.
I don't think there's a single drop of chemical on her skin, except the fragrance comes from only... I really wish I had not known that. That was a horrible thing. No, can we not sniff the flower instead? Oh, can we? Wait. Is there anything else? No. What can we see?
Let's see.
Those painted patterns, are they just on her face, or... Alright, she has the face paint. I don't know, he's already speculating.
Well,
the sounds.
well.
Okay, that's the heartbeat monitor that he has built in. Alright then. I think that's everything. We already had a look at outside. We had a look at this plant earlier on the last thing. We had a look in this drawer as well. Yeah, I remember because he said, I don't have anything to do with the drawer. But there is something we can ask, though. Just let me know if I can help you more, says Fanny. Moses says, thank you. We will do so. Alright. Then, we're done. Key event reached. Alright, Plato says, it's time. The party is about to... Oh, right. We were invited. We were told there would be a party in the evening on this train. Moses says, just get it over with. He's not very much of a party person, it seems. More of a party pooper. Plato says, you'll love it, believe me. Think of it as one big sociological experiment. I'm not really sure why not all of the lines are voiced, by the way. For the interrogations, I can understand it because you have a lot of branching options, but this seems like something that will happen every playthrough. Maybe it got rewritten later and they didn't have time to re-record it. It's very possible. Yeah, but who's the subject? Them? Or is it me? You really are indefensible, says Plato. Moses says, you're right, my dear friend. I'm sorry. Plato says, come on, I'm used to it. Let's go. After all, what could go wrong? I just say, Plato, what could go wrong? A lot of it could go wrong. Can you blame him? The only thing I'll notice at the party is that everyone has heart problems. Oh, it'd be the most insufferable person ever, right? He tried to talk to Moses and he says, I think you had a drink too much because you have increased heart rate. You have blood vessel dilation. Your eyes aren't pointing the same direction. Can you just let me party, please? Don't have to tell me. Alright then. Oh, cool. Oh, wait. Basil got invited too? Oh, and we haven't spoken to our goose friend yet. Oh, yeah. It doesn't seem to be...
Dear passengers, welcome to the Clawville Express. I'm Pierre. I'm the conductor and steward in one person. Feel free to ask me any questions about the journey.
Bonsoir, Pierre.
Boring! Get to the point already.
Yes, well, what we're here for is a noble occasion. The Republic of Slavonia and the colonial empire of Clawville finally make peace. And together they cross the wilderness on the symbolic passage to seal the pact with a signature.
Wow! I can't wait to see that.
How wonderful it is to be here.
Hush, my dear.
The goose is literally called Smuggler. It's Moses' supernatural powers You can look at this goose and tell that they're smuggling things. It's the gaudy coat. Actually, how do you get away with wearing leopard print? Isn't that extremely controversial?
Oh, yes. Sorry.
A special welcome to the representative of the Torogo colonies, Ambassador Mojara.
Greetings.
And of course, the Stovonian ambassador and his lovely daughter.
The goose is not his daughter, for context.
It's a pleasure.
Well, bon. This magnificent train will stop in the wonderful undersea port of Nautica and the mesmerizing cloudy hills of Averia, with our final destination being, of course, the legendary Clawville. Well, without further ado, I'll hand over to Ambassador Ignat to open proceedings.
Okay, interesting. So we have not heard of Nautica before, but I'm gonna speculate that if it's underseas, we're gonna see some fish people, and Averia we have heard before in the previous games, and that's where we have the bird people. So that would be cool if we go there. As a very unbiased opinion.
Very well then.
Hey, welcome in, B. How's it going? How are you today? How's everything? How was Loftia this morning? It looked like a lot of fun, and I hope you had a lot of fun with it as well.
It is never easy to unite two such great and mighty powers. But now we can end centuries of hostility by signing a treaty that guarantees peace for the next 20 years as planned.
For 20 years only? Okay, it's not a permanent peace then, it's more of a truce. How's it going okay? You're still sick? Well, I'm sorry to hear you're sick. I hope you feel better soon. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Everything's alright over here. Lofty was a lot of fun. You could play it the whole day. That's awesome. And thank you for the watch streak. I appreciate it.
That is why I am here, as are many of you, whoever you might be.
Are you talking about me?
Here we go. Honk, honk. The party is starting.
Perhaps many of you know that I am not one for word talk, nor am I one for peace.
That's for sure.
Please, Ambassador, not now.
Yet, I am here now because I believe this treaty will benefit both nations greatly. But I have to say, the glorious leaders of Stavonia have given me the authority to decide for myself whether or not to sign the treaty.
Whoa, okay, that's a very important thing to know, and also it's very strange that an ambassador gets the right to decide on a peace treaty, which has long-reaching consequences.
What impudence!
I also don't agree with it either.
Sir, please.
So I warn all of you that even this trip, however symbolic it may be, could have an impact on my decision.
Father, please. There is no need to be that arrogant.
Fine. So, I hereby officially open this great journey. May this voyage through the wilderness lead us to eternal peace, and so and so.
What did he mean by that? That it's up to him to sign the papers or not?
It did sound like it.
Ambassador Ignat does have more power than we thought, and that makes our mission even more important.
They don't pay me enough for this. I thought we were going on vacation.
Paid vacation, of course.
Plato, my dear friend, no one ever said that.
So, if just one single hair falls off the ambassador's back,
He's gonna have a fate a little worse than that, but you're thinking in the right direction.
The peace is dead, and probably us along with it.
Great prospects.
Indeed.
All right then. Oh, we can leave this place? Interesting. What's this? Oh god, we can go sniff people again. Okay, it's just the ambassador this time. Also, our mini tree is back. Is there someone behind? Oh, there's a whole bunch of people behind us too. Okay. So plenty of people we can start up a conversation with. All right, let's do some sniffiness first. Slight smell of sweat. Lovely.
Well.
Right. Ambassador Ignat is sweating. This may seem normal in a crowd-cramped space, dressed head to toe in fancy clothes, but the chemistry of the sweat is more indicative of some kind of agitation. It's like I'm detecting a little fear and confusion. Of course he can do that, right? It's not only just that Moses can detect where the people bother to shower today. It's also he can sense if you're tense or not. I think there's a reason they made him a detective. All right, let's see. Is there anyone else? Oh yeah, we have the Togorian delegation in the back. Never be in a 10-meter radius. I don't think 10 meters is enough. I think you need to be about in another postcode. Alright, let's
see.
Fear, or is it excitement? Anger, certainly. And a little contempt. Sorry. You can feel it all in the ambassador's sweat. I don't know what to make of it. It's too complex combination of smells to be used these. I mean, he's mostly angry, and he has heart problems. We already got that. Alright, let's have a look then. A strange aura.
Interesting.
There is something very strange about this figure. It's hard to describe. He seems at once bewildered and sheepish, and yet highly confident. It's like two people living in one body. Oh, okay. So this Baron does have... He's the one who's convinced that his dead sister is along him. So it is perfectly possible that he might have some kind of condition, which we can't really speculate on right now. But and it's also, can I not turn more? Yeah, we can do some. Is this eavesdropping or no? We're gonna listen to heartbeats again. All right, let's do it.
This is interesting. Mr. Lupus keeps looking at Kunya, and I can hear from here that his heartbeat is quite intense.
That's because we already figured this out. He has a thing with cats.
So, do you think those two,
No, I don't think that.
I don't know. Yet. But I'm sure Mr. Lupus has his eye on her.
Yeah, that's obvious.
Well, I can't blame him.
Well, that's surprising.
Huh? What did you hear?
Although Kunya seems distant and reserved, in fact, she makes a very faint purring noise.
Is she purring to herself?
Now, you should know, Plato. You know more about purring than Moses does, I assume.
Like when someone hums a quiet melody to themselves, yes. And she is looking towards Mr. Lupus.
Uh-oh. Do you think these two are planning some kind of affair? Or are they already in it up to their tails? Who knows? Oh, that would be a complication, says Plato. I feel, my dear Plato, that anything could happen on this train. Ooh, like an affair would be... That would be pretty bad, actually. Nothing else to listen to. But we... actually, what's with this decoration?
Interesting.
As far as I can see, this is the period style of King Hector I. Okay. We're on the third by now.
Are you serious?
We had a conversation last time where he tries to explain what kind of plant this is, and now here Moses is saying nobody cares about this stuff. Is there anything else we could be looking at except for people at the bar? Oh, we can go to the bar. Okay. We can talk to them as well. What if we go up here? Oh, it would be rude to leave the party, as much as I would like to. Okay, so we're not getting out of here. But mostly what we can do is we have a bunch of people we can talk to, and I feel let's talk to this goose, because we haven't Let's look at them first. All right. Niels Martin. His last name is Hong Kong, of course. All right. One of the kingpins of the international feather, fur, and scale mafia, and a known art robber and smuggler. What a pleasant surprise to see him here. Okay, so there is a fur mafia, and it seems like this. It seems that our friend here is flaunting it pretty openly, in that they are wearing fur, or at least what I assume is real fur right now. All right, let's have a chat.
Have you
with them.
found it yet?
Oh, I think we walked in on something.
Not yet, but I'm sure he's on the train, Mr. Ambassador.
Oh.
Don't you, Mr. Ambassador, me, Hong Kong. Do what you have to do.
Ah, the detectives.
We happened to overhear what you were saying.
We are finished here.
Oh, sorry. We don't want to bother you.
Goodbye, then.
That was, cold.
Whoa.
Well, you guys are real experts on timing, aren't you?
We are. May we ask what the discussion we interrupted was about?
Ah, nothing. Just a little trinket the ambassador lost.
And why did he ask you to retrieve it, of all people?
You know, I have a good eye for expensive things.
You're a real magpie, honk honk.
Well, thank you. I take that as a compliment.
Alright then. Is there anything else we can talk to them about? Enjoying the party? Well, actually, of course. Okay, yeah, not much else. If you can hear the heartbeats of people meters away, how can you not eavesdrop on all those conversations? It's a very good point. And unfortunately, not something I have the answers to, no? Alright, we can talk to... What happens if we do this? Oh, yeah, we can't leave, of course. Do we want to talk to Basil? Yeah, let's have a chat with Basil. Can we look at Basil?
Interesting.
I don't know where to put him yet. What's this question? Didn't we already question Basil? Yeah, we did. Alright, let's have a chat with Basil.
You really are a terrific fella. I mean, my furry friend.
Artemis. Baron Artemis Horatio Whisker.
Gesundheit. Oh, and I'm Basil. Basil Pesca at your service.
Look, my dear fellow, I think you've had a little too much to drink. Would you mind looking for company elsewhere? Oh, the smell.
The smell? Yes. So you can smell it too.
That smelly smell.
Something stinks on this train. And I don't mean the water buffalo.
But please, leave us alone.
Gentlemen.
We do have a penchant for timing, don't we?
Ah, the Star Detectives.
Please, sir, stop shouting.
Oh, yes, you're right. It's really good to have you here. Before the killing, wink, wink.
Excuse me?
Quiet now. The killer may be among us.
Among us?
What killer? And how much have you had to drink?
A lot. And I don't know. All the other way round. One question at a time, please.
Okay, so Basil is smashed.
So, about that killer, who might it be?
I'm not a detective. Or am I?
Well, in that case, thank you for the warning.
Yeah, don't drink so much. We may have to call a doctor on you. Is there even a doctor on board?
What if I'm a doctor?
Oh, so what's your diagnosis?
My diagnosis is that I'm severely dehydrated. Where can I get a drink around here? Where's my spider buddy? Pierre?
Is there anything else we can talk about? No, not really. Okay. Wait, something else? Oh yeah, that's already stuff we did. Okay, let's see. Let's have a talk with blah blah blah. I don't want to talk about the tree. I want to have a chat with Ignat.
Well, do you find everything secure?
Right, we are supposed to protect him.
As a matter of fact, yes. Although,
What do you mean?
Have you heard any rumors, like, about an assassination attempt?
Plato? Ah, you know every time I set foot outside my beloved Stavonia, someone tries to kill me. That's why you're here, no?
Yeah, he's probably used to it.
Actually, yes, but...
A rumor's a rumor. Looking at this bunch, even those stinking Tarogo delegates, I don't think anyone's got the balls to do it.
That's, good to hear. I guess we'll just keep our eyes open.
Do that. And now, leave me alone.
Okay. Well, we're already moving on. We're gonna have a chat with Pierre, actually. Oh, we already asked Pierre everything. Let's see. He knows how to do everything. All right, let's have a chat with Pierre. Poor guy has to work in the back here.
Are you service staff too? You really are a man of many facets.
I like how they have almost the exact same pose. It's a little strange.
You know, I have my hands in a lot of things.
Because you're a spider, right?
Exactly. 2 legs, 6 hands. This much they can do.
I'll bet. Good for you. Moses with 6 hands would just take on even more unsolvable cases.
Who's driving the don't think about it, no. It's okay.
Unsolvable? No such thing as an unsolvable case, my dear friend.
Here we go.
Alright, is there anything else we can talk to Pierre about? No, okay, he's gonna offer us a drink. Alright, let's have a talk with her, actually. She's all alone, she doesn't seem to enjoy the party. Well, let's have a little talk with her then.
Madam, if you don't mind me asking, how come you're just by yourself?
With whom else do you think I might mingle here? I just want to see Clawville. And this ridiculous trip with the peace negotiations, I care little.
That I have strong doubts about.
You don't mind your father being in the history books?
He's been in many books, and nothing good has ever been written about him.
Well, now is his chance to make history with the peace, right?
Oh, come on. It's all just smoke and mirrors. They're wasting time.
You think war is inevitable?
If not right now, eventually, of course. Clawville and Stavonia can never coexist in peace.
Bold statement.
Then why do you want to go to Clawville so badly?
If war breaks out, I want to be on the right side.
Oof. It's interesting that we had a similar character in the first Chicken Police game, and she also went to Clawville because of this war.
Even if
or
you
the
lose
previous
all
one.
your inheritance?
Money's one thing, but the freedom you people have is a far greater treasure.
Interesting. I've never thought about it like that.
Just spend a few weeks in our country. You will understand. Anything else?
Maybe. Let's see. Okay, assassination, blah, blah, blah. There's nothing really important to be said there. She says they've tried and never succeeded. Okay, well. Then I suppose there's only one thing really left for us to do at this party. And after we need to go into our, what is it, Mind Garden, Mind Palace, and make some conclusions, I feel. But let's have a look at Majara. Let's have a chat with them. Sir, milady? Mr. Wildflower, says Fanny. Ah, the detective, says Majara. Enjoying your evening. Moses says, we're about to ask you the same thing. The service is adequate, says Majara. Although I'm not a fan of trains myself, they upset my stomach. Ah, that's a pity, says Plato. Fanny says, but sir, I already told you, there's a special plant if you crush the leaves. Ah, Fanny, I've had enough of the flowers, no your mumbo-jumbo. Yes, sir, says Fanny. And you two watch very carefully. On a night like this, especially when everyone's drinking like a fish, anything can happen. Thanks for the warning, Ambassador. We'll be watching. Right. Now leave me alone. There seems to be a lot of leaving me alone. Okay, we better not disturb him now. He's not in good food. Mood. Not good food. Why am I thinking about food? I had dinner already. No reason for me to be thinking about that again. But let's have a chat with Fanny instead. It seems the ambassador's not very interested in talking to us.
I couldn't help noticing that you mentioned some kind of medicinal herb to the ambassador.
Oh, the herb.
Oh, yes. It's a hobby of mine. I love strange plants and have been making medicines from them since I was a little girl. Mostly in the form of teas.
Okay, they see Moses Fanny also just hoarding. I was about to make that joke. Like, perfect match. They both like weird plants.
That is very exciting. I'm a big plant enthusiast myself. I often say I get on better with plants than with animals.
Oh, really? How delightful.
I think so myself.
For all that's furry and shaggy. I think I'm gonna throw up.
Oh, you're not feeling sick, are you? You know, there's an amazing flower that's only found in the Averian Highlands.
No, I'm fine. But thank you.
Dear Fanny, could you tell me about the strange plant you and the ambassador brought with you? You know, the one kept under the glass.
Oh, of course. You mean the Mulvaki hippoconia, also known as...
Plato is so fed up. And he probably can't drink because he's working.
Golden dew, or the chameleon flower.
Of course he knows.
Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, you really are an expert on flowers.
Man, I wish I could impress people with way too specific knowledge. That's not gonna happen.
Indeed I am.
You know, dear Mr. Moses, this flower has certain properties that even the textbooks don't reveal.
Really? Don't make me tingle. Please, tell me more.
If you don't mind me asking, maybe I could show you more?
You mean in your compartment?
Ah, yes. This is the flower that gets you laid. Where can I get one of those?
Well, yes. In my compartment shared with the ambassador. But as you can see, he's quite busy at the moment.
I really hope this doesn't go anywhere.
Busy looking out the window and avoiding everyone.
In that case, I would be honored. And no, I don't mind.
Are we really... Oh, do I... I really don't want to have to go through this.
I am delighted, dear Mr. Moses.
Also, wait, why is she trying to get us away from here?
Likewise, my dear.
For the love of the great wild ones.
Please, Mr. Palladius, come join us. I assure you, you'll find out some very interesting things about the rarest of all orchids.
Yes, my dear fellow, don't be shy.
No. I really don't want to be a burden. You really deserve each other. I mean, professionally. I mean, flower-wise.
As you wish.
Oh, well.
You didn't seem to mind that much.
I beg your pardon?
Nothing.
Ugh.
I'm going to take a look around with Plato. Unfortunately, we have to mingle for a while, but I'll be right back to escort you to your compartment.
That'd be wonderful.
Excellent. Let's go, Plato.
There's no way I have to actually do this, right? Oh, this is something I really do not like. Hey, welcome in, Tally. How's it going? How was your stream? Oh, you were doing a dual stream. Welcome in, both of you. How are you doing? My name is Jay. Welcome to the Gilded Cage. I hope you're all doing well. I hope Final Fantasy XIV, the critically acclaimed MMORPG, which apparently you can now play until level 80 for free, not sponsored. I hope you had a great time. How did it go? What were you doing? Were you doing some, what are they called? Is this also called raids in that game? Were you doing some raiding? Were you doing some leveling up? Were you doing some... I know some people like to do roleplay, which is also very fun. But I've not really seen... I don't know much about that part, unfortunately. He said the... Of course he said the thing. What do you mean? You know how I know about this? Because I mentioned... I made the same joke to somebody else I know that streams Final Fantasy XIV. And then she pulled up like a whole word art of a whole world art with the meme updated for the latest thing. Hugsy just started. You've been leveling him. He's very new. You started playing yesterday. Wow. Okay, that's really cool. How are you enjoying it so far, Hugsy? Are you having a good time with the game? I played it myself a little bit. I did make it through A Realm Reborn, the first part, and then I stopped halfway for the next expansion because, you know, it was a lot of fun, but MMORPGs, it's not really my thing. And I'm glad to hear that you had a good time and that you're having a lot of fun. If you need to, please get yourself something to eat and drink. If you need to step away from the stream or from the computer, to be more precise, or if you need to go run some errands, please go and do all of that. And if not, I'd love to have you here as we get into the final part of the stream. Unfortunately, I don't know how much time I have because I did promise after this I would help out with that Minecraft setup for the VTuber group. So, and also, I will. It's 4 a.m. Please go to bed. Oh no! Why are you up at 4 a.m.? Please get some rest. But I appreciate it a lot for sharing your community with me. As we, it's gonna be errands for you. Be lurking. Have a good stream. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Please get some good rest. Good luck with your errands, and have a good one. All right. So I'm probably gonna talk around a little bit more with these people, and then we'll see, because I would like to. Unfortunately, I would like to avoid what seems to be a very awkward scene that I don't really want to play through on stream. So I'm gonna have to see how that goes. We might have to cut it just a tiny bit short. I do apologize for that. Is there anything we can talk to Igna about? No. But we haven't spoken to these two yet.
No.
I'd rather not get involved. We are gonna get involved.
Calm down, darling. No one is killing anyone.
Okay, straight back to the killing.
Easy for you to say, Cassidy, but I can feel it in my bones that there's going to be trouble.
You always feel that way, darling.
And we always get in trouble.
Well, there's some truth in that, but still.
Why doesn't anybody ever believe me? Am I cursed?
Madam, sir.
Ah, the good detectives couldn't have come at a better time.
By the way, I found out through some of the Steam posts that Cassidy's voice actor is the same one who does. He also voices Mr. Hands in Cyberpunk 2077, the DLC. Not the original. I think the original game has a different voice actor, but he voices Mr. Hands in the DLC. So that was a very interesting fact to know. And the same post also mentioned that there are some voice actors that have done other characters in games. Unfortunately, I've not played any of them, so we'll have to. If you do recognize one of them, please let me know. I think that would be pretty cool, and I think that they're all doing a pretty good job. So it's always nice to hear more voice actors around.
How's that?
Please reassure Cassandra that nothing bad will happen on our trip.
Well, we'll do our best to make sure it doesn't, but promises are hard to make.
You're not helping, Moses.
Come on, Moses. It's just a few days' ride. It'll be fine.
I'm so glad you said that.
We'll be on watch, Miss Faye.
So, what do you think? Is this gonna be a peaceful journey?
I'm worried about rumors of a possible assassination, but it was expected.
Yeah. Relations between the two countries is still fragile.
That's an understatement.
Very much
I
so.
think there's no cause for concern at the moment.
So then, can we finally enjoy the evening?
Make it so, my dear Plato. And I will keep my promise and escort Miss Fani to her compartment.
Oh boy.
To visit her flower, huh?
Whatever you're implying, it is not even worthy of a reply.
Just enjoy yourself, Moses. You deserve it.
Do the same, dear friend. I'll see you in our compartment.
Yep.
Alright, let's see. Oh god, he's drunk. Oh, we didn't even notice anything. That's not good. Oh. So much for the... Oh. Okay, so there's... Okay, never mind. There's not going to be no flower watching. We go straight into the murder. So, for those of you who were not here for the first stream...
Listen, it couldn't be you. That's madness.
Okay, so this is... So for those of you who weren't here for the first episode, this is the game goes straight into this. What happens is... We are in the royal compartment, which is the compartment at the front of the train. This is where Ambassador Ignat is with his daughter. Moses wakes up an hour later. No, an hour later, wait. So Moses wakes up. He has amnesia for about an hour. Like, he doesn't know what happened the last hour. He's in this compartment. The ambassador... Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Phantom. How's it going? How did you find the stream? Appreciate it a lot. So, Moses wakes up. He doesn't remember what happened last hour. He wakes up with some amnesia, I would say. He sees you came with the raid. That's awesome. Thank you so much for the follow. I hope you had a good time with Tally and Hugsy. So, we find Ignat dead. He's been shot. And Moses is stupid enough to pick up the gun, which is still smoking, just as everyone else on the train comes barging into the room. He then tries to reason that it might be him who shot the ambassador, which has some very bad implications, and now Plato is trying to talk him out of it.
We cannot rule out the possibility.
Yeah, this is a replay of that scene.
What? You suspect yourself?
Not a bit, my dear friend, but until I can prove otherwise, I can't rule out the possibility.
Well, we know because of the cutscene, it's not Plato, right? And also, this adds more context, so it is after this party that the assassination happened, which we don't know about. Which we didn't know before, my bad.
This is insanity.
No, it's perfectly logical, Plato. I don't remember what happened last night, so anything could have happened.
I'm trying to... Is it possible that the flower knocks people out? That would be a bit overt, but interesting for sure.
You must remember something. So, what the fluffy hell happened?
After I left Miss Fanny's room, I went to the corridor to clear my head. I saw Lupus and Cunha talking, and they disappeared. The Baron was there too. I stayed in the hallway to catch my breath when a shadow fell over me. I felt strangely dizzy. And before I could turn around, everything went dark.
Okay, so you probably got... Knowing that Fanny has medical knowledge, you got drugged. I think that's the most sensible explanation.
Do you think somebody knocked you down?
I don't know. The truth is, I'm still a little dizzy. But I don't feel hurt.
Strange. So what now?
We need to talk to all the passengers on the train while the experience is still fresh. If someone has manipulated the scene, or me, we must act quickly.
Because if we don't finish in time...
And the train arrives at Clawville station...
Then
the peace talks are ruined.
I think they already will be ruined, but they will be a little more ruined at this point.
And if it turns out that 2 Clawville police officers are the prime suspects...
War could break out.
I don't think it's a could. I think that's a guaranteed outbreak. So we need to fix this.
Could. It surely would.
And we can't let that happen.
Then what are we waiting for?
The game is afoot, dear Plato. I have a feeling that this day has some interesting surprises in store.
So we're not on holiday after all, are we?
No one ever said so.
Okay.
Everyone was there. All the people on the train were on edge, waiting for me to say something. Maybe some were waiting for me to confess to the murder. Others could be thinking, I'd already found the killer. Maybe some were hoping it was a suicide. But unfortunately, I couldn't give any of them what they wanted. I was terrified. Not because of the possibility that I am the culprit, unfortunately. There was a good chance of that. But because I might not find the answers before it was too late. Time was ticking away. Tick-tock. Tick-tock. Ladies and gentlemen.
Well, any progress?
The ambassador. Is he really dead?
I mean, acute lead poisoning usually does that to people.
You'd be happy, wouldn't you? I'll bet you would.
How dare you?
Please calm down. We'll find an explanation for everything.
So you haven't found anything yet, have you?
Well, there's still a lot of questions. So the investigation is progressing.
Of course. So you don't know anything.
We do know that the culprit is here with us right now. Everybody, please, listen to me. Did I do it? Perhaps. Unfortunately, I have no memory of it. But I can assure you that whether I did it or not, I will catch the culprit with my loyal partner Plato. You have my word of honor. You may think, why should we let the prime suspect roam free? And you'd be right. But from my observation so far, almost everyone on this train would have had some motive to commit this hideous act. I was at the scene, but so far, that doesn't prove anything. And since no one on this train can get to the bottom of a case like this, except me and my partner, there is no logical choice but to let us pursue this investigation. We only have a few days before the train reaches Clawville. If we don't find out what happened by then, the peace will never be made. And war may break out. So I ask you, even if you don't believe me, to trust in the professionalism of the Clawville police, and of course in my dear partner Plato, who I ask to be more than just my partner this time, but to watch my every move. Because at this very moment, I do not know if I can trust myself or not.
Whoa. All right then.
Moses, what are we gonna do now?
We need to interview as many passengers as we can.
But the clock's ticking.
Indeed, my friend. I figure we can probably interview 4 of them before fatigue overrides the shock of the ambassador's death.
Does he have amnesia? Yes. So he did mention that just before that he got invited to spend some time with Fanny, who is the Tugoran, so the water buffaloes, the Tugoran ambassador. She's his assistant, and she mentioned that she has there's an exotic flower in the carriage, and they both have some herbicultural knowledge. So she invited Moses to go spend some time with her, look at this flower stuff apparently. And then he mentioned that afterwards he walked into the corridor, he saw some of the other passengers, and he blacked out. And then, the scene that we see at the start of the game, which they kind of skipped through very fast, is he wakes up in this room with no memory of what happened. But he also does mention that he doesn't feel hurt, so it's not so likely that he got knocked out by force. But of course, passing out right after you visited someone. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. Door Eater. All right then. Definitely a hobby. Thank you so much for the follow. How's it going? Hope everything is going well with you today.
Or before the killer can come up with a viable alibi.
That's an important consideration too.
However, before you start asking questions, remember to use your animal instincts.
Right, we have to, you know. Hey, sorry if my English is bad still. No, that's not a problem at all. How's it going? How did you find the channel? And welcome in. I hope everything is going well.
Good tip, Plato. You're very much in your element.
Despite him looking a little scruffy, he is a pretty good detective after all.
You know, maybe I've got a little bit of a hangover, but this case sobered me up in a flash.
Well, I can understand that.
Alright, so are we still at the crime scene? Yes. Okay, so you saw me on my feed. I thought I'd check you out doing a carrier. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much for having a look. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. I'm also doing pretty okay. Well, our friend the ambassador here is doing significantly less okay after getting an extra air vent where there should not be one. But me personally, I'm doing pretty good. Let me just have a look because I was supposed to help out with this Minecraft thing, so unfortunately I do have to go a little soonish. And I'm trying to think if this is a good point to stop or not, because after this we do have to go around and investigate on the train.
Interesting.
You see the problem with him? Yeah, I think it's kind of obvious. You don't need to be a great detective to find that problem, but we do have to be great detectives to find out everything else that is wrong, right? Okay, so I have 7 minutes until the next break. He might be dead. I think so too. What gave it away? Yeah. Is this all things that we yeah, these are all things that we did discover the first time we went around this. So the hand, there is blood dripping from the ambassador's hand, but it's not injured. From the painting we noticed that there is no splatter or anything. There's no damage.
Interesting.
There was no sign of a struggle either. Oh, wait. If there's no struggle, did he also... No, but... That would be... I don't think Ignar would be let's call it stupid enough to drink some kind of tea offered to them by the other delegation, right? Like, yeah, Moses got suckered into it, but because it says there's no struggle. But I don't think Ignat is that. I don't think he would. He's too distrusting for that. That's too easy, I feel. And if we look at the wound itself, right in the heart, didn't leave it to chance. But that does feel more like that Ignat got assassinated. Maybe not by drinking some kind of tea like Moses did, but it definitely was in his... It could have been in his sleep, or it could have been because he also had a couple beers too much. That's also a very plausible solution. His sleeping forgot to get out of cosplay. I don't know what kind of cosplay involves a chest wound, but if you find one, definitely let me know. Alright, is there anything else here? The special flower was in a glass cage. That does make sense, and Moses does say he cannot smell the flower from... He did say something about the flower was the glass protection made it so you could not smell the flower. He mentioned that because he says it's a really bit of a shame that the flower smells so nice, but he can't do it. There might be some effects from smelling it. That I think is pretty obvious. Oh wait, what am I doing? I wanted to go back into the compartment. I didn't actually want to do anything just yet. Do I want to? We just talk to Pierre. That's not going to cost us time, is it?
Oh no, this can't be. No, it can't.
Nah, it's gonna cause a bit of a mess, Pierre. I'm sorry.
Pierre?
Yes, I'm here. I hope I can help you, detectives.
Excuse me, but you seem really upset.
Moses, most people are upset when people die.
Well, this is my first trip as a supervisor on the Clawville Express. In fact, it's the first time in history that an insect has ever got this job. And what happens? Somebody gets killed. Not even somebody. An ambassador of peace.
Yeah, sounds really harsh, summed up like that.
Rengoku. I'm really sorry. I don't know what who Rengoku is. I don't watch a lot of anime, or I don't read a lot of manga, so you'll have to be a little more specific.
I'm sure no one thinks you had anything to do with it.
I mean, if this is the first time that they let you drive a train, and it is a very important train, that does raise some questions. But then again, I don't... So, if I had to think about it, the problem is that Pierre's behind the bar, right? So if Pierre goes somewhere, everyone will definitely notice. Pierre could definitely put something in the drinks, but that seems a little far-fetched at this point. I don't think Pierre... he's from Demon Slayer. Okay. I unfortunately have not seen that.
It doesn't matter. I'm an insect. My career is over. It's all over.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, insects are second grade in Clawville. They don't enjoy many of the same rights. They've been pushed. That's something from the second Chicken Police game, where you go into the hive, which is where they live. They've been pushed into a ghetto. That's the best way to say it. They're not enjoying. They're not living their best life in there. I can't believe it's already collapsed. Pierre, please, we need you. Stop crying and pull yourself together. I just say, Pierre, please, we need you.
Please, we need you.
You're smart and highly qualified. If you don't help us, we can't get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, I think this is the right way to go about it.
Very well said, Plato.
Do you really think so?
With complete confidence.
Thank you.
So, collect your thoughts, as we have a few questions.
Of course.
Let's see.
Let's ask some pointed questions. Okay, so this is going to be interrogation, so it's going to cost us some time. So I think this is a good time to stop, because these is going to be very important, some very important points for the game. Maybe I can have a little look at our Mind Palace again. Okay, there's a lot of bloody blue that I'm not going to read. The Fur Mafia, though. The Clawville Fur Mafia has been alive and well since the sale of real fur and leather was banned. Okay. We have some facts and some clues. Provocation. Basil says provocation. Majara has heart problems. To know it all. What's this? Yeah, we don't know much about Basil. Spirit of Artemisa. Yeah, that's the Black Goose himself. Is errant. Something shiny. Escape route. Okay. And then with the connections, is there anything we can do with this? How does this work again? What's this again? Okay, I can put someone here as the prime suspect. Okay, so this is more of a board to gather my thoughts. This is our cork board with red string that we can put people on if we really wanted to. I'm not going to put Moses and Plato on there because I don't think they have much to do, if anything, with this. But I think this is a good point to drop a save. Last saved 1958, so that's pretty good. And then next time we can start the interrogations. So I'm going to put us back in the bar, and then I will see who we can raid. So thank you all so much for being here. I hope you had a great time together with me and Moses and Plato, of course. I am kind of happy that we managed to avoid what would have been probably a very awkward scene. So actually, I'm gonna switch over to something a little calmer while I do this. Go back to the shapes music because it's really calm and nice. So thank you so much again to BLT, to Evie, to Hugsy, to Mathilde, and to Tally for the raids. That was very kind of you, and thank you so much for sharing your community with me. I appreciate it a lot. But more importantly, thanks to all of you for being here. I hope you had a great time. I hope you enjoyed it a lot, and I appreciate you all for hanging out with me. That was very kind. That is very kind of you. I am going to be back on Thursday for once, where we will be playing a game I got a key to. Actually, I might as well talk about this in just a moment. Talk about this just a moment. So I got a couple games that I got a key for, including Space Drilling Station that we I got a key for from the developer. That was very cool. Also next week, over the next weeks, I have 2 other games that I will be showcasing. One of them is Dungeon Crawler, which I have already played on stream, but the developers gave us we have an extra key that I can will be able to give away for Dungeon Crawler to celebrate the 1.0 release. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And I also got a key for Gambananza, which is a chess roguelike. Yeah, that sounds good, right? I was also very intrigued. You all know that I would not showcase a game if it was not at least interesting. I do try to be a little more careful now. You maybe remember that we had a little bit of a bad experience a while back, so I do try to be more careful with showcasing games that I don't know too much about. All right then. So I will see you back on Thursday for some drilling action, for some drilling into some space rock and stones, but maybe with less dwarves this time. And for now, I'm going to see who we can raid. Let's see if there's anyone out there who I can, return the favor. Let's see if there's anyone who's playing anything a little bit similar to what we are doing, or maybe if there's nobody that's doing what I'm doing, then maybe I could send you on to someone who is at least very relaxed. Okay, let's see. And I think for today, why is this always so difficult? I can never seem to decide. I'm so sorry. I do apologize. I need to. I feel like at some point I need to think earlier about who I should raid. But then again, I don't really know when I'm gonna end streams, right? So it's not like I can do that. Just like that. Okay. Let's go with. I don't really get to raid them all that much, so I think I'm gonna return the favor to Vesper, who was here earlier. So let me come up with a little raid message for you to pass on. And we'll go for this for our raid message, which is the thing that. We'll go with something like this, right? So if you have access to my emotes, you can use that first message. If you do not have access to my emotes, that's perfectly okay. Then we have the second message. I wish you a very enjoyable rest of your time zone. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you again to everyone who raided in. Thank you for everyone who decided to show up and watch, because I appreciate a lot, and I can hope that I hope it was very entertaining for you. I definitely had a lot of fun. Okay then, you all have a good one. See you around, and I will see you back on Thursday. Enjoy.